You're sitting in a meeting, eyes heavy, jaw stretching wide. Yawn. When suddenly, like a silent alarm, everyone around you starts yawning too. Picture this. A 2008 Kyoto lab where chimps yawned after watching humans, like they'd just seen the world's most boring TikTok. Dr. Matthew Campbell found that even dogs catch yawns from us, which is pretty rough, right?
Aha, Doodles.
In fact, a 2011 study at the University of Pisa clocked yawns, jumping from one person to another in under 60 seconds. Faster than you can say, "I need a coffee." That's echopraxia, the fancy word for when someone else's yawn hijacks your brain. But here's the twist. This isn't just about sleepiness. It's a reflex wired into your brain before you were even born. That's right. Your first yawn popped out 11 weeks after conception, long before TikTok trends or awkward elevator rides. Scientists at Durham University snapped 4D ultrasound clips showing these little gapes last up to 6 seconds, longer than a TikTok ad. That same uncontrollable stretch happens in the womb, where tiny babies actually yawn in sync like a fetal flash mob enjoying the quiet. Back in 1987, a scientist named Robert Provine clocked 480 yawns in a Baltimore mall. Babies yawned the most, even before they could say shopping cart. By week 20, ultrasound super sleuths at London's King's College spotted those little gapes. Proof your future bestie's brain was already syncing its internal TikTok nap algorithm. Researcher Robert Provine found that yawning occurs in unborn babies as early as 11 weeks, which is pretty wild, right? And here's the kicker. Those tiny yawns aren't just practice. A 2019 ultrasound study at Durham University caught them stretching their whole upper bodies like they are warming up for a nap Olympics. So while those tiny stretches start in the womb, scientists actually spotted them kicking off the second month of pregnancy, way before the camera crew could yell action. But here's the thing, that yawn might not be about sleep at all. It could be your brain's way of hitting the AC. Scientists call this the thermoregulation theory. Think of your brain like a tiny overheated engine. When it gets too hot, your body flips a switch. A yawn forces cool air in, flushing out the heat like a radiator. And yeah, it works. Studies show holding an ice pack to your forehead can stop a yawn in its tracks. Flip it around. Warm a forehead with a heating pad, and suddenly you're yawning like it's your job. That same heat trick. A 2019 Kyoto University team saw it triple yawns in undergrads. Basically, your brain's nap now alarm has a thermostat hack button. And at Sweden's Lund University, a 2020 team filmed ravens catching yawns from humans. Proof even birds get second-hand sleepies like they're scrolling TikTok at 2 a.m. Picture this. You're at the Kyoto Primate Research Institute where 3 chimps, let's call them Snap, Crackle, and Yawn, are lounging like teens at a mall food court. One of them yawns. Big, slow, unmistakable. And then just like that, another chimp yawns too. No words, no touch, just a yawn leaping across the room like a secret handshake. Turns out this isn't just a human quirk. Chimpanzees and bonobos do it too. Proof that contagious yawning is way older than we are. But here's the twist. Not everyone catches it equally. People who score high on empathy tests, they yawn more in sync. Researcher Dr. Gordon Gallup found that contagious yawning kicks in around age 4 to 5, like a built-in sleepiness sharing app. Even stranger, it's not about logic. You don't think, oh, they're tired, I should yawn too. Your brain's mirror neurons fire like a group chat notification. OMG, they yawned, quick, copy-paste. So next time a yawn spreads through a room, remember, it's not just tiredness. It's your brain saying, hey, we're in this together. That contagious yawn even crossed species. Charles Darwin noted his pet dog caught yawns from him in 1838. Turns out, Fido's not just being polite. University of London scientists found dogs yawn more for familiar humans, like your brain's way of saying, I trust you. Now share the sleepies. You yawn. No reason. Just one of those slow, stretching yawn that takes over your whole face. And then, almost like clockwork, your dog yawns right back at you. But here's the thing. Your dog doesn't yawn like that for just anyone. Studies show dogs yawn in response to their owner's yawns, way more than they do for strangers. It's not just mimicry. It's a sign of trust, a quiet little bond between you and your pet. And at Lund University, Sweden, researchers spotted ravens catching yawns from pals, like feathered friends sharing a silent, sleepy meme. But here's the thing. Yawns aren't always just about sleepiness or empathy. Sometimes they're your brain's way of waving a tiny red flag. Excessive yawning, like 10 times in 10 minutes, can signal something's off. Doctors have linked it to migraines, multiple sclerosis, even early signs of a heart attack. Turns out, your brain uses yawns like a built-in check engine light. And yeah, it's not great news when it starts flashing. But here's the twist. It's not the yawn itself that's the problem. It's the thing your brain's trying to fix while you're busy stretching your jaw. Before that, Galen thought it was simply clearing out stale fumes that collect while you sit around being bored. Then, in 1628, English physician William Harvey, yes, the blood circulation guy, suggested yawns were nature's way of rebooting your brain, like a sleepy control plus alt plus del for your face. Hippocrates, the father of medicine, was convinced yawns were the body's way of expelling bad air, and worse, evil spirits. Think about that. Every time you yawned, you weren't just tired. You were under attack. Ancient Romans actually covered their mouths to stop the soul from escaping, a sneaky trick still useful for hiding surprise on Zoom calls. This superstition didn't fade fast. By the Middle Ages, yawns were still seen as invitations, just not the kind you'd RSVP to. In 1486, the Malleus Maleficarum, basically the medieval witchcraft for dummies, warned yawns were open doors for Satan himself, so you'd better cross your fingers too. And yeah, this is why we still cover our mouths today. Not because we're polite, because we're terrified of what might get in. Scientists found the mirror neurons firing up like a contagious Wi-Fi signal, sparking a chain reaction before you even blink. This chain reaction skips strangers but hits your crew, like a secret handshake for the sleep-deprived brain. But here's the wild part. Your dog just yawned back, and that stranger on the train, their yawn wasn't even about sleep. This isn't tiredness. It's a 200-million-year-old secret hiding in plain sight. Yawns are your brain's built-in air conditioner, cooling the engine when it overheats. They're also a social signal older than language, a silent I'm with you that bonds fish, birds, and humans alike. So the next time your mouth stretches wide, remember, you're not just tired. You're part of an ancient, silent conversation. In 2019, researchers at Kyoto University caught gelada monkeys in Ethiopia yawning in sync, up to 3 yawns per minute after the alpha yawned, like a furry group chat with 0 bars needed.